Hey everybody, it's me, Nellie B, and welcome back to BigRedEDC. We are here today with a super special episode of Channel Chat, and our guest star today is the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. JB, also known as Jody himself. So welcome.
Who? Who are you talking about?
No, apparently these people think that you're
JB.
cool.
No, I know JB. I don't know anybody else.
No, okay.
No, I'm kidding.
Thank you for joining us today, and thank you for taking time out of your very busy schedule here at the Big Red EDC.
Well, we actually had to do yard work today.
Yes.
We haven't had any measurable rain since probably the end of May, and we finally got, I don't even know, maybe a quarter of an inch. Was it earlier in the week? And of course, the grass doesn't grow, but the weeds do. So
we're here.
You got to mow them. So.
And we're here out on our beautiful deck, enjoying.
Trying to figure out the lighting and everything else. Yeah, we got a little bit of something going on here, but you know what? This is as good as it's gonna get.
It is what it is.
And so we're here.
I like your shirt.
I like yours too.
Yeah, there's a little wardrobe.
She was wearing an SKL shirt, and with this filtered sunlight we have, it was like a beacon. And I was like, we gotta darken that up a little bit. So we're rocking the Big Red EDC. So
you got your bubbly water?
I do.
Yeah.
Right here. I'm actually trying a new one. It's cherry limeade, but it's a different brand of cherry limeade. So, and I got to remember to look up there.
Look up here. Okay.
Look up here. Look up here.
I do not have an SKL tumbler. Just saying.
There might be a couple more, but they're gonna get those. Sorry.
They're more important. I got it. No, in a different way. Okay. All right. So I put out on the channel to your gracious members, thank you for their support. And I also asked them.
You might need to talk a little louder.
To send me their questions, anything that they wanted to know about you.
Yeah.
And so I have not shared those with you.
No.
All of these questions we're going to get the answer that first comes to mind.
Yeah, okay. And it's funny. I have to, and some of you didn't share questions, you just shared comments. And man, she had this stuff on lockdown. Okay,
first of all, I had to learn how to use Gmail, which is not as easy as AOL. Just saying. So
last night, she shared with me the comments that you guys had left. She didn't share questions at all. Mm-hmm. And she didn't share the comments until last night. And this is what I get. Redacted paperwork. If you guys know the government, they love their redacted paperwork.
I love to redact documents.
She's
nerdy.
Sick. Oh. But yeah, that's what I got. I got a whole bunch of paperwork with stuff blacked out. So yeah, she is not. Yeah, okay. All right. I'm going to put that right back there. There we go. Okay. So
the other thing that I would like to get on the record is that because we only see each other on Saturdays and Sundays, he doesn't ever get to see me with makeup or my hair done. So this is a special occasion because my hair's dead and I got some makeups on and I'm not wearing yoga pants. So
okay.
All right.
I like yoga pants. But anyway, back to the show.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So Jody, 5,000 subs.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was crazy listening to that on that Sunday when Zach was doing his live.
It was indeed. Yes.
Did you ever imagine that this channel would be this successful when you first started?
No. I mean, not even remotely. I mean,
whoa. Our umbrella's going.
All right, maybe I'll just put my foot there.
Live action.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, no, I did not.
I got it.
Never, ever thought it would be where it is now. I mean, I've talked about it. Our son suggested I start one. Mm-hmm. And, who knows I just never ever figured it would get this far without a doubt. Never thought it would get this far. It's pretty darn cool. That's never really been the focus of the channel at all. You know, I don't never ever planned on being the next big thing in knife reviews. That's not my goal. Has been the community, always has been, you know, giving back what other people gave me in the community. And it's pretty cool, don't get me wrong, it's pretty cool, it's pretty cool. And as long as we can keep growing, hopefully I can give back more. That's the goal. That is the goal. That's where growth is going to help. But you know, if I get to 5,200 and that's where it ends, you know what, I'll take my 5,200 subscribers and I'll do everything I can in the community. That's the whole ball of wax right there. So
the most interesting thing for me, reading the comments that people sent, so probably just as many people sent me emails saying, I don't have a question, but I have to tell you the impact that this person has had on my life.
that was
The most interesting thing to me is that you are not doing anything different than what we have done our entire lives.
well, no, why would it be any different? I mean, you know, we've had, we've been married going on 32 years.
Well, for those maybe people that saw our Facebook post, I wish, so on his birthday, I actually wished him a happy half century, and you would not believe the people that said happy anniversary.
I was like, hey, I don't look that, I know you definitely don't look that up, but I'm like, man, if we were married 50 years, that means we'd be like 70 years old. I'm like, no, I don't look that old. Come on now.
Yeah.
But anyhow, get me back on track. It just, 32 years. And I mean, we've had young couples, you know, come to us, see how we interact with one another. And I mean, we had several, you know, my last few years in the Navy, I mean, I was in a leadership role. And I had a lot of young sailors that, I mean, we'd have them single, married, whatever, we'd have them over here and we just have parties and relax and have a good time and create that community and family. And that's kind of how this all became, is getting out of the military and missing that, you know. And we've had so many, you know, how are you guys so successful in your relationship? And it's just being honest and being who you are and being truthful, and communication is the hardest part, believe it or not. You know, it's, I think maybe year 28, 9, we finally figured out, shit, if we just actually talk to one another, things go great. I mean, seriously. And not that anything ever, you know, I'm not seeing anything bad. It's just, wow, imagine that. If you just talk to one another, things are great. And
I think too, the one thing I know we've both always done is, what can I do today to lighten your load? And maybe those aren't the words that we use.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
where both of us are trying to give to the other person instead of saying, what are you doing for me?
Right.
And it's a shift in thinking.
Yeah.
But if you both are trying to
improve someone else's day,
it comes back.
It does. It's tenfold. It does tenfold. And, you know, that's where, you know, Zach with DSKFS and, you know, that whole thing. And it doesn't have to be just between you and me. That's where DSKFS and the community and doing things for it, just, you can expand, and you can expand upon that and really, you know, hopefully potentially make a difference. And that's just the goal.
So the personal things that people shared with me touched my heart, and I could only hope that someone would say something as genuine for the impact that I've had on their life. But,
I think I most definitely think there are. And I will say right now, I'm not going to share any of those personal things that you guys shared with me You know, those are for me. I'll be perfectly honest with you. Those are for me. But I will tell you, there's some amazing things in here, and just from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys. I'm glad that I was able to help you get through a tough time, or just be there when you needed an ear. I mean, that's what I'm here for. I mean, really, that's what I'm here for. And if I can make a difference, then great. That is well worth the price of admission, so to speak. You know, so, and it makes it all worthwhile. It really does.
So we were talking about your birthday.
Yep.
So looking back, you know, in 50, half century,
okay,
the likelihood of us making it to 100 is probably, I think, what did we had our financial advisor say, the actuary tables say life expectancy is 92, so we're over the halfway mark, maybe.
92?
Yeah, I'm dragging your butt with me, so get with the program.
Okay.
Looking back, what would you say are you the most proud of in your life?
Oh, my family, without a doubt. Without a question. There's not even anything remotely, you know, that can top that. It's just what we have created, you know, the two of us, our situation, the boys, you know. Yeah, that's always what I'm going to be most proud of. Without, I mean, that doesn't even.
So that one didn't stump you, huh?
No.
Okay.
No, that's not even close.
So let me try again.
Oh man. Okay. All right.
Do you have any regrets?
Regret. And I don't know, this is a tough one. Yes, I regret not being around for the Christmases, the birthdays, the anniversaries.
I don't think that's something you could control.
No, but that's what I'm getting ready to expand upon that. There is a tiny bit of regret there, of course, you know, but being in the military and doing what I did, it was part of the job. And, you know, I think at one point we talked about, it's hard, you know, it doesn't seem like it's hard to say goodbye. And it's not that we were saying goodbye, you know, it's what had to be done. There was no other choice. It wasn't like I just could say, no, I'm not going to go on deployment this time. That's not a thing. It comes with the job. So, I mean, there is a little bit of regret there.
Okay, so think about it, though. That's been our life.
Yeah.
Because we have never had it easy. And so instead of saying, oh, poor us, we said, okay, we're going to figure it out.
Yeah. This is a situation. We got to figure out how to handle it. Yeah, without a doubt. That's, you know, I think there was probably times early on that, you know, when I was younger, that I was more, you know, in dealing with situations, I dealt with things. I just took them inside, and I just needed to handle them on my own, where you needed to share more, and that didn't really coincide. And yeah, there is a little bit of regret in there, you know, and I'm not going to get too deep into situations, but I think we're pretty much on the same wavelength. And I chalked that up to immaturity and, you know, not fully understanding what you needed in life, you know, or how to deal with things. I mean, that's pretty much.
I think it's interesting because I think the turning point for us in the not the maturity of our relationship, but remember when we saw Defending the Caveman in Vegas?
Oh yeah.
And we
Oh
were both
yeah.
like, oh, that's why you act crazy all the time, because men are from this perspective and women are, and it was like that was.
If you guys
the
have never
key.
had the opportunity to watch that, if you're married, have a significant other, watching that Defending the Caveman, I mean, it's comedy and it's funny, but oh my God, is there so much truth in that? And it is. I'm serious. If you can watch that and just take that in, yeah, honestly, that was actually one of the. It was like, a light bulb turned on. It was like, oh damn, I never thought about that. So.
Hi, buddy.
Oh yeah, I wonder. No, no, that was it. Bo comes out here for like 3 seconds. What's going on? Never mind. He does not like coming out on this deck for whatever reason. He just does. He laid on the old deck, no problem. I don't know if it's like PTSD when the deck wasn't here and it's scared. I don't know, but he will not come out on this deck.
It
but
makes me sad because I wish he would hang out here with us.
I know. But and then the only other regret would probably be the first dog we ever bought.
That's mine too.
We had no business. We had no business getting that dog. No business. And the ferret. And the bird. No business.
That's
anyhow.
So that's sort of our MO.
And those are mostly my ideas. So I take full credit for that.
Yes. All of the above.
Yes, I do.
But that also is sort of our MO, is we do things the hard way first.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And then we're like, oh.
Yeah, you learn.
That's how. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. One more question, and then we'll get on to your guys' questions, because that's what you really want to know.
Oh, okay. Well, these are your questions.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you look forward to in the next 10 years? And you can't say retirement.
I can't say retirement?
That's a gimme.
Okay. Okay. Aside from retirement. It's not fair. That's the big one.
I know.
That's the really big one.
Me too. Travel.
Yeah, definitely traveling as much as we can. And can this be everything?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Everything. Personally, as far as the family goes, I'm looking forward to our children starting their lives. Our son now is engaged and they have a date. It's a year from now and they're planning, and that's going to be fantastic. Definitely traveling more. We both love to travel. And in the traveling thing, I'll probably work a little SKL on the road, but and I mean, and as far as the channel goes, sure, I want to continue to grow, because like I said before, that will just hopefully give me the opportunity to do more. And you have to believe me that is exactly what I want. If I can do more, I'll do more, and I'll keep doing more until I can't do anymore. That's just the way it is. It's that simple. So I think those are probably the biggest things, because you took retirement away. So
I did take retirement away.
That was.
So, like, I totally, when we were both retired, so one of our dreams is to have like a mini Winnie and travel all over the country. We love to go see national parks. That's our nerdy thing that we like to do. I totally see like our mini Winnie having BigRedEDC on the side, BigRedEDC on the road. And
oh my God, that would be cool.
I keep telling Jody, I'm like,
that would be cool.
So he has a webpage.
We just started. My son did start BigRedEDC.com. He started that for me for Father's Day, I believe it was. Yeah. And basically it just takes you to my YouTube channel right now. It's about as far as I've gotten.
But I said, wouldn't it be cool if you had a map of the world and you were like, where in the world is BigRedEDC? And people could go in and put the little pins where they are on the map, and then we could come and visit you, because we would totally do that. That's my, like, if money were no object. Yeah, I'm the marketing. I am the brain.
I like
this is
it.
The beauty.
I like it. I know there's gotta be a trip to
We
Florida.
need a sponsor,
Yeah, well,
like a doodad.
Well.
Not a sponsor yet.
yeah. Well, we kind of do. I mean, we have guys that help us out. I mean, Smoky Mountain Knife Works and Titan Survival and Southern Edge Knife Works, and I mean, they help us out.
Yeah.
They help out the channel immensely. So maybe I need to do a little convincing. What do you think?
We need to get Dodge to be a sponsor.
Dodge.
Okay.
Okay.
You ready
All right.
for some
Yes.
channel member
yes,
questions?
yes.
All right. Mike Jernak. I got it right, I hope.
Okay.
Mike said, if you could only buy knives from one company for the rest of your life, which one would it be? One company.
Right now? One company?
I think I know the answer. It's in my head. I should write it down.
Finch.
I knew it. Finch.
If I had to choose knives from one company right now, it would be Finch knives. If I could never buy any other knife, and trust me, I would. Do I get to keep the ones I have?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Whew, okay. Phew. Okay. Trust me. Would I miss my Benchmades? Of course. Would I miss my Best Techs? Yep. And all the rest of them? Yep. But if you told me today I could only buy from one company, it would probably be Finch, because I just love what Finch is doing.
I just thought of another idea for our mini Winnie. I gotta stop. Like all of the stickers of all the different channels that we
like my work
sponsor.
locker, the work locker. We could have the mini Winnie Hall of Fame. Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah. I mean, heck yeah. Family show here.
Family.
We don't swear.
Okay, Finch. Mike Jernak. Finch, thank you for your question, and I appreciate your support. Okay.
Yes. Thank you, Mike.
Lawrence, aka Combat Commander.
Larry. Yes, sir.
Larry.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So Larry said, we know your favorite designer is Laconico.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what are your next two favorite brands?
Brands or designers? How's it worded?
Well, it says brand.
Brand. Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, there definitely is, because Laconico is definitely my favorite designer. I'll answer it this route. Laconico is without a doubt my favorite designer. I guess I would pretty much have to say what Spencer and Steve are doing at Finch. They're designers. They have to be right there at the top. And obviously I said Finch, would be my company. Brand, well, I mean, that's pretty much taken care of with Laconico, because he's Monterey, he's part of Monterey Bay Knives. So I mean, those two pretty much go hand in hand. I'd have to say Steve and Spencer from Finch. I really like what Vox and Eric Oakes have been putting out. I just had I've got the F5.5 right now, and I mean, Vox has designed several knives, and Eric Oakes with the Orca. I mean, and they design for different companies, different brands. So I guess that's how I would have to answer that question.
I thought the Orca was a Laconico knife.
No, Eric Oakes Orca.
Okay.
No. Yeah, that's an Oakes design knife. So those two would be probably my favorite designers. And then, I mean, brands, I mean, yes, Finch, Monterey Bay. I do like my bug outs and my 940s from Benchmade. And I'm telling you what, guys, so far, I mean, this is August. There's a Benchmade that's probably going to take my knife of the year right now. So you can you probably know what it is, but we'll just say that for now.
Okay.
Right now.
There's how many months left? 5?
September, October, November, December. 4. A little over 4.
Where did this year go?
Yep.
Okay, next
Yeah.
question. Scott.
Okay.
AKA Sobex.
Yeah.
Sobex.
Yep. Yep.
He's got 4 questions.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Let's do it.
What is your single most important knife?
The anniversary knife.
I didn't say that.
Sorry, Zach.
Well,
That's you know. No, Zach knows. I'm talking to Zach at the moment. His is number 2. His is number 2.
I almost thought it was the one that's at the custom.
No, come on now. Come on. Happy wife, happy life.
So,
God, it's autographed by Ray. Come on. Come on.
So total props to Christine, the wonderful, magnificent, amazing Christine who helped and made that happen. She made it happen. She didn't help. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
What knife would you choose to give me to show that we are a pair?
Probably have to say the same knife.
Really?
Yeah. Because you just asked me my single most important knife, and that would be the best way to show you how much you mean to me is to give you my prized possession. Does that make sense? It makes sense in my head. It really does.
Boy logic. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it could be, but I mean, yeah, it would.
Okay.
I think so.
Your answers. So
I think that's what it would have to be.
What was the first knife you gave your boys?
Holy wow.
Think back.
Holy wow.
Carter was in Boy Scouts.
Carter's was probably his Boy Scout knife. Yep. Carter's was his Boy Scout knife.
Kiki, I have no idea.
When Kieran joined the Navy, I gave him the Gerber that I carried in the Navy.
Did you really?
Yes.
I didn't know that. Oh
yes.
God.
Yes. Yep. I think that was the first. I mean, it's got a knife on it. I think that was the first knife I gave him. I don't remember anything before that, but then my memory sucks.
Did he take it to boot camp?
No. This was after boot camp. That was after once he got to the boat here. I'm pretty sure that was the first. That's the first knife I remember giving him.
And then have you given a knife to Kiki's fiance?
Oh. Yeah. 3.
What did you do
2,
when
3?
when we first met her?
Oh God.
Oh,
You're gonna have to help.
Okay, so she drives this car. God bless her heart. She's so independent, and she wants to be an independent woman. And she drives this car that's older than dirt. And she was driving a really long ways to work.
Oh.
Remember?
Yeah.
And then Jody put together like a
kit.
A kit
for her car. That's right. Yeah.
With self-defense stuff.
Yeah.
And I think every year we give them all knives at Christmas time.
No, I don't think we did this last year. Did we? Did we? Okay. Oh, well, you did. You did because you give me the Victorinox. You give the boys one. Yeah. Did you give her one too?
Yeah.
Did you? Okay. Sorry. I tell you, my memory sucks, and it sucks not remembering things sometimes.
All right. Next question from Olivia, aka Irish Survival Podcast. Thank you, Olivia, for your support.
Oh, and thank you, Larry, and thank you, Sobix, for submitting those questions and helping her out.
And Mike.
And I think okay. Thank you, Mike. I want to make sure.
Olivia wants to know how you got interested in knives and what is your Grail?
Oh, wow. The Grail one is probably the easier one to answer. And the honest answer to that is I really don't have Grails. I really don't. And what I mean by that is there's not, I mean, like right now, there's not one knife out there that I'd say I have to have that knife. There's a lot of knives out there that I wouldn't mind having, don't get me wrong, but it's not, I really don't have a Grail. That's kind of, and I've said that several times. I really don't have a Grail knife. You know, I guess, like I say, the 940 was kind of my first Grail because that was really one of the first more expensive knives. I was like, ooh, I gotta have one of those, you know. But I really don't. And I mean, how did I get into knives? Well, I found my first knife when I was 12. It was a Wagner. It wasn't a Victorinox. It was a Wagner camper. Found it while visiting my aunt and uncle. It was just laying. They lived in a trailer park in Nebraska, and there was a service road that ran out, and me and a couple other kids that were my age, when we were there visiting, we would just go walking, and I found it. And then that, and fishing and filleting fish, and you know, just living in the country and outdoors and rural and hunting a little bit, not a lot. That's pretty much what got me interested in knives.
You said filleting fish, and I think if I could have anything from your mom's house, it would be that fillet knife that's been sharpened so many times.
Now it's a toothpick.
It's
a toothpick now. Hey, it works.
As soon as you said filleting knives, that's exactly what I thought of. Thank you, Olivia.
Yes, thank you, Olivia.
Rick,
okay.
Rick Kearns wants to know, and this is actually something I am very interested in as well.
Okay.
Is there anything you would like to see from your brigade?
Ooh. Wow.
Good question.
Yeah, it is. That's a really good question. Is there anything I want to see from my brigade?
Yeah.
This might be a cop-out answer, but what I really want to see from you guys is joining the live streams and having fun and forget about the crap that bugs you on a daily basis. That's what I want from you. That's the only thing I want from my brigade, is to join in the fun. You know, I feel I owe you guys. That's I mean, I just did a video on that. You guys saw it. I hope you guys saw it. Where I feel like I owe you. And most of you have commented back, we're not here for that. We're here for the channel and for you, and I greatly appreciate that. What I want from you guys is just to come and have fun. Hang out on the live streams. I know they're late. A lot of people can't. I get that. Enjoy the channel. You know, I actually had one of the brigade members make a suggestion, and it was a great suggestion. You know, because I talk about, you know, early content for them, you know, them seeing videos early and members only content. And one of you guys mentioned the channel chats being like an early release for members. I was like, that's a fantastic idea.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you have suggestions, please let me know. If I can make it work, I probably will. I also will preface that by saying you're never going to get glitz and glamour here. It's just, come on.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But you know, and I've said this in a couple of my video, maybe a couple of live streams. One of the best comments I got recently was they love watching the channel because it's like sitting down and talking knives with their buddy. That is probably one of the single best comments I've ever received, because that's what I want. I don't want, you know, lights and all that other stuff. I just want to sit down and talk to my friends about knives. That's what I want. So, you know, if you have suggestions, please, you know, let me know. Let me know.
I just realized something. You remember how when the boys were growing up and they'd come home and be mean to each other, and our philosophy at home was like, this is a safe place where once you leave this home,
You have
the world is
you have
unkind.
right. You have no control over what the world can do to you.
Yeah.
But you can choose inside these walls to treat each other with kindness and respect. And yes, and that's exactly what I portray in that, where I want to portray. Let's say that I want to portray in my live streams and in the channel, because I mean, let's face it, when you put yourself out there, you're gonna have those people,
haters. Yeah,
you are. It's just part of the job, and not part of the job, because this is not a job, but you know what I mean.
Part of the experience.
Yeah, there you go. Part of the experience. And I don't, when it's aimed at me, I'm like, okay, fair enough, whatever, it's not a big deal. I have had instances where people, if somebody comments and they agree with what I'm saying in my video, and then somebody comes after them in the comments of my video, no, we're not playing those games.
I think somebody actually had that comment too.
Yes, there was. No, that's not. No, that's, you can jab at me all you want, but not anybody else. That's, I'm not gonna.
It's a whole mama bear, papa bear thing.
Bye-bye. I mean, it's that simple. It really is. Or if you're somebody that disagrees with me in the comments, and then somebody, that doesn't happen very often, because most people are good and they don't. If somebody disagrees, they disagree. But everybody's entitled to their opinion. Some go about it a little bit different than others, and but say what you want about me, but if you say something about, if you start attacking the people in my comments, because guys, I pretty much respond to every comment. I see every comment. I hope I don't know how long I'm going to be able to do that, but I'm going to do it as long as I can. And no, this is a place where you can come, share your experience, share your thoughts, and this is a, for the lack, there you go. I was going to say a different term, but I don't like that term. But no judgment. There you go. That's better. That's much better. I like that.
So Rick's second question was,
okay,
what would you like to see happen with the channel this year, in the coming year?
In the coming year, I'm always going to say more SKLs on the road, just because I like to travel. Unfortunately, last year,
get to Florida.
Last year was last year, and unfortunately, it seems like things are ramping up potentially again. So
we canceled how many trips last year?
At least 2.
We were going to go to Smoky Mountain Knife Works and Florida. Both got canceled.
But I mean, that's just, it is what it is. In the next year, I would love to get to Smoky Mountain Knife Works.
We got a wedding too. We have to get.
Yeah, I mean, we have a wedding. That's like at the end of the year, but I guess it's still within the year, so we gotta. Definitely that. I want to get to Smoky Mountain Knife Works, and I definitely want to go to Blade Show West.
What about Blade Show?
Well, yeah, Blade Show next year.
Did you have tickets to Blade Show and it just all fell apart because
last year? Yes. Oh yeah. I had plane tickets, hotel. Yes, I had everything. That was the third one. That was the one from. Yeah, that was the third one.
What about that other show that
Shot Show? Yeah, I was all set up to go to Shot Show as media in January, and that got shot down. So I mean, yeah, there's definitely a lot of stuff that I would like to do and with the channel, and and in doing that, meeting you guys, going to Blade Show, meeting all the people there, and going to Smoky Mountain Knife Works. There, I know there's several people that are fairly close to Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Yeah, anytime I do something like that, I just did the SKL on the road last week. At the time we're recording this, it was last week. That was oh, I gotta work on being in front of people. But anyway,
you actually gave me an excellent segue.
Doing that type of stuff, yes. Yes,
give
definitely.
me an excellent segue into King Snake's question.
Okay, well, thank you, Rick, and thank you, Olivia, if I didn't say. Thank you.
King Snake's question and comment, which goes along with what you were just talking about, is he said, if we make it to SMKW, we should come see him in Kentucky, which isn't very far away.
Okay.
And that we could enjoy an old-fashioned Appalachian feast, which we both love to eat. So
I do like to eat.
I am 100% on board for that.
I do like to eat.
So if we go to SMKW, we'll be visiting King Snake in that Appalachian.
Okay. All right. All right.
Okay, so King Snake's question is,
yes,
have you ever had a comment from someone that hurt your feelings, or one that bothered you so much that you couldn't forget it?
Well, I kind of hit on that earlier. We're gonna get comments. It's just part of the game. Yeah, and it's kind of funny. It wasn't even on one of my videos. It's on someone else's video, and that's a really, really well-timed question. When did he? We got to find out what date did he ask that question, because if he asked it like a week or so ago, it hadn't really happened yet. It just happened in the past
I think it was
few days
before it happened.
It was actually in the past few days.
Mm-hmm.
On someone else's video, I had a bunch of knives, reviewed them, and sent them on to somebody else, and now that person was reviewing them. And in the course of him reviewing a knife, he said, Big Red just had this knife, check out his review, so on and so forth. Like, we do that. That's just what we do. And somebody commented on that video, it was basically like, forget Big Red. He doesn't know how to review knives. You do it right. And I'm like, well, okay then. All right. And I let it go for a little while. And then I went back and I was like, hey, sorry you don't really care for my style of reviewing knives. If you don't like them, you definitely don't have to watch. And that was pretty much what I said. And then, of course, there was a reply, and he said something like, that's why I unsubscribed months ago. And my reply to that was, Roger that. That was it. That was it.
You do.
Yeah. My style might not be for everybody. That's fine. So the next day, this person, again, another channel, was reviewing another knife that I just reviewed. And the same person made a comment on that video that I had, me, BigRedEDC, and another big channel had wronged him and a buddy in some way. And I'm like, okay, now this is, first it was, you don't like my review, which I can handle that. That's not a big, now you're attacking my character and my integrity. And that I'm not gonna let go. Now, I did let it go. I didn't reply to that comment, and trust, both of those comments are no longer on either one of those videos, because I talked to the person that owns the channel and was like, there's a comment that is very accusatory and attacking and completely false. And he was like, okay, fair enough. And he ended up taking it down after a little while. But I actually contacted the person, and I was like, I asked 4 simple questions. 1, if I somehow did you wrong, why did you feel to bring that to public light in someone else's video? Why didn't you come to me? 2, I want to know who the other channel was, because if you're going to accuse somebody else, I want to know who you're accusing. 2, if someone else was wronged, I want to know because if I did something wrong, I need to make it right. And 4, what did I do? I have no clue. Now, that all being said, And I sent that message 4 or 5 days ago. I know it's been seen. It hasn't been replied to. So in my mind, it was a comment to start drama and had no factual basis behind it. Because if you can't even answer my questions, then it's not worth my time. I mean, that's honestly the way I feel about it. I think it had something to do with something else that happened a while back. We won't get into that now, but there again, it was, nah, I'm not going to get into that.
Yeah.
I won't get into that. Trust me, there's guys out there that know what I'm talking about. That's all that matters. But yeah. So, I mean, that was probably the worst one, because when you say stuff like that, now it's just, you're attacking my character and my integrity, and nobody can take my integrity. I have to give that away, and I haven't. So
Thank you. So
who was, and that was
Kingston.
Jake.
Yeah,
Okay,
Jake,
right on.
not Jake from Ohio State.
No,
Okay,
King Snake
different
Jake.
Jake.
King
Okay.
Snake Jake.
King Snake Jake.
Thank you.
Who's gonna feed us?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Gary, aka Last Ranger,
All right.
would like to know a summary or a short synopsis of your time in the Navy. In particular, what it was like living on a sub, because Last Ranger is 6'3".
Okay.
And he
First of all, we had.
hang
Oh
hang
no!
That's
Sorry.
he could imagine what it would be like living on a sub for someone that
Okay. Had plenty of guys, 6'2", 6'3", 6'4" on submarines, 6'5". Yeah, plenty of them. It wasn't just us guys 5'10" and below. And I'm not 5'10". Had plenty of tall guys on a submarine. Yeah, they had a little bit harder time. A short synopsis. I did 20 years and 11 days. How long was I in recruiting duty? 4 years. And so I would say about 14 to 14 and a half of that was done on sea duty, which means at some point in time I was gone, leaving home. I served on the USS Philadelphia, stationed aboard the USS Philadelphia and the USS Nevada. I was also stationed at Navy Special Projects, where I actually got to be a truck driver, believe it or not. Navy guy driving a truck. I know, but it happened. I served aboard the Hyman G. Rickover, the Salt Lake City, the USS Augusta, the USS Boston. I did missions on all those boats. That was when we were in the shipyard on the Philly. I went out on the Augusta and the Boston. And or not the Boston, I'm sorry, the Pittsburgh. I'm sorry. I was supposed to go out on the Boston and didn't. I went out on the Pittsburgh. My apologies. Sorry. Philadelphia, Pittsburgh. I should remember that. But yes, I was supposed to go out on the Boston and went out on the Pittsburgh. Do I regret it? Not a bit. I do have some regrets about not being home, like I said, but that gave me what I have now. And there's no way I would give that up. No way in the world. No way in the world.
it's just our life.
Yeah. So that's kind of a short, it's fairly short. What was make sure I covered everything.
No, he just said in particular what it was like living on a submarine.
Living on a submarine was like being in a building with no windows. That's exactly what it was like.
Stinky.
Amine, yes, because there's a amine takes the CO2 out of the air. So that definitely it permeates everything. But that's exactly what it was like, because when you're submerged, and now trust me, there was times where you could feel, if you were in bad weather, you could be submerged at a decent depth and still rock in bad weather, but most of the time you didn't even know you were moving. You were just in a building with no windows. That's pretty much what it's like.
I always think, so how many people are on a submarine? A fast boat?
Depending on 120.
Still, there's probably 120 people in the building where I work. I can't imagine being with them for 3 months, day and night, and not wanting to just like.
And somebody asked me here not too long ago, what was the longest time I ever spent submerged? It was 93 days. That was the longest time I ever spent submerged. So, yeah. Thank you, Gary.
Thank you, Gary. So we're going to lighten it up a little bit. And Greg Wilson had a great question. He said, with all the crazy happenings in society today, he wanted to share a goofy question.
Okay, sure.
Okay,
sure.
If you had a full 24-hour, all expenses paid trip, where would you go? And at the end of the trip, you can only bring one item home with you. No limit to the expense, as long as it can fit in a private airplane. What would you choose? And he made sure to say, of course, you can take a +1.
Okay.
Who would be me?
Okay. And all expenses 24-hour paid trip.
24 hours. We're old. By the time we get there, we
I know,
need a nap.
Yeah. Okay, but I can only bring one thing home with me.
And it has to fit in a private airplane, not
well, I mean, this is kind of cheesy, and you might think it's cheesy, but it would, if I could go anywhere, all expenses paid for 24 hours and be there for 24 hours, Smoky Mountain Knife Works.
That's not what I thought it was going to be.
I know what it is. I know what it is. That's not what I thought it was.
I thought you were going to say the stadium, wherever they play the Husker games.
Memorial Stadium? I've been to Memorial Stadium.
Not with me.
Not with you, no.
That would be a whole different experience.
It would. It would. It would. Trust me. Smoky Mountain Knife Works. I really, really, really want to go to Smoky Mountain Knife Works.
One, and you only get to pick one thing to bring home with you.
Oh, I mean, okay. I mean, I could find something, one thing to bring home with me. Trust me. Do I have to say what it is? Because I don't know, because I'm not there. So I could find something while I'm there and bring it home with me that I don't even know is there. So that, but yeah.
A knife.
Okay.
Probably a knife.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It would be a knife for sure. For sure. But yeah, if all expenses paid, Smoky Mountain Knife Works.
Good question. Oh, go ahead.
No, you thought Memorial Stadium. That was what you thought.
Yeah.
I've been there. I mean, I would love to go back. Don't get me wrong.
Okay. Thank you, Greg.
Yes.
That was a good question.
That was good.
We sadly.
Because if I'm going to go to Florida or something like that, it's going to be for more than 24 hours. Just put it that way.
Think big.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Simple.
Well,
simple.
And having an option, it wasn't always an option.
That's right. Having an option wasn't always an option. So.
Yes. Okay. KC.
Okay.
AKA Knives Fast.
Yep.
Had a great question. He said, if you could go fishing anywhere for 1 week, where would it be?
Okay.
And what would you like to catch? And you don't have to take a +1. Just saying.
Florida, the Keys.
Oh, maybe you could take a +1.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have to go fishing.
That's the one place that I would really, really love to go fishing.
Parrot bass?
Peacock bass.
Peacock bass.
And if it's for a week, I mean, down in the Keys, I could go peacock bass fishing. Marlin. I mean, there's so many tuna.
Sport fishing.
Yeah. There's so many grouper. I mean, there's so many options down in the Keys. And if Island Style is watching this, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, yeah, definitely. If I could go anywhere for a week fishing, it would be to the Keys, because there's so many different options. I definitely want to go peacock bass fishing, and then just everything else in the ocean. I mean, spotted trout, redfish, bonefish. Yeah, you name amberjack.
You caught him. Have you caught
I have caught amberjack in the Gulf in Florida. Yeah. But this is the Keys. This is down in the Keys.
Okay.
Island Style.
Thank you, Casey.
Yes, thank you, Casey.
All right, we're gonna get serious now.
Oh, now we're getting serious again. All right.
Did you see I kind of arranged the
You
questions
did.
in a certain
Yes.
order?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Jim Shepherd.
Okay. Yeah. Jim.
Jim.
Yep.
Okay. Wants to know, what are Nellie's 3 best traits that made you fall in love with her? And how long did it take for you to realize that she was the one? Thank you. Good question.
The biggest trait, she liked me. I mean, come on. And she always says she picked me. I didn't pick her. So
I thought he was cute. Like,
so that would be one. She picked me.
I saw him and he was like, whatever.
How long? Well, no, 3 traits.
3
traits. She's pretty cute. I have to admit.
I was wearing a mini skirt too.
She's pretty cute. Come on. And the 3rd trait, she always had a smile on her face.
Mm-hmm.
She always had a smile on her face. Those would probably be the 3 things. I mean, obviously picking me was the big one. Let's face it. But, and how long did it take? Was it 3 months? The first time I said, we should probably just get married.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It was about 3 months.
Yeah.
And it was about and I was in high school. I was a senior in high school at the time.
17.
I was 17. And it was just like, it just didn't seem like there was really any other option. Not option, but that was the right decision. It was that. I mean, it just was. And I actually, when I graduated high school, a lot of times, you get money and stuff for graduation. And most people use that to pay for college. Well, I wasn't going to college. I was going in the Navy. So with my graduation money, I bought an engagement ring and made it official. And we had been together. That was in late May. So we'd been together maybe 8 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we never, it was forever from day one. Was never.
It just kind of seemed like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, 3 months. I was just like, man, this seems pretty cool. I mean, simple. I don't know how else to put it. It just did. It was like, all right, this is cool. This should probably be a thing.
I always tease and say, I licked you. And I was like, come on, come with me. I don't know where we're going, but come on, let's go. Yeah. And it worked out. Yeah, we keep doing it. Okay.
Yeah. Who was that?
Jim Shepherd.
Jim, thank you, Jim.
Good question. Thank you. Okay, help me.
What? DJ. If you say DJ, you're 95% right. DJ.
But you really messed his name up.
I did.
And I was like, no,
no.
It's DJ.
Yeah, I did. Sorry. I'm sorry.
So he has a series of questions which are across the spectrum.
Okay.
But they're good. So Jay wants to know how we met.
At a high school volleyball game at my high school. That's how we met. A friend of mine that had graduated a year before me went to college where she was going to college, and she came back. My friend brought her back with the intention of introducing her to a bunch of other people. And
I was like, who's that guy? And she was like, him? That's just Jody. I was like, well, he's cute. Introduce me to him.
So, yeah, that's how we met. And it was homecoming.
Yep.
Because we went to the
Was it homecoming?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, it definitely was. And then we met up again at the homecoming. That's where we were introduced. And you say, I blew you off. But then we, met again later at the dance, and it just kind of went from there. Really.
That was all she wrote. Okay. Besides knives, DJ is fond of cooking.
Yes.
So he wants to know if you have a favorite dish.
Oh God, I love my steak. I love my steak. One of my favorite things that she makes is lasagna. Without a doubt.
Killing you with food.
Yeah, yeah. That's what she always says. I love you. I want to live you forever. But here's this lasagna that's this thick. Now please eat half of it. It's like those two things do not go together. You're telling me one thing, but no, yeah, the best thing that she makes. Oh, I mean, you can make a lot of good stuff. Don't
I
get me
do
wrong.
like to cook.
Potato salad. You can make a wicked potato salad. I love your potato salad.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You put horseradish in it. But the best like dish she makes is lasagna. I mean, I do love my steak though. Grilling steak and grilling. I love to grill. I do love to grill.
So that's along the lines. He says, do you like to cook? No, you don't cook, but
I used to like to cook more than I do now.
when is all I have
When
to
I was
say.
young, when I was like
Not since
younger.
we had kids. Is
No,
all.
no, when I was younger, I did like to cook. But now grilling, we don't need to hear from the peanut gallery over there.
One of our sons is sitting.
He's sitting there listening and laughing at me. But now I know.
Imagine having us as parents. I feel so sorry for our children. Our oldest son is more of an adult than we will ever be.
Probably.
When our oldest son joined the Navy and he went on his first underway, we had a broken TV that sat in our front room for the whole time he was gone. And like the week before he came home, I'm like, oh my gosh, we have got to get this TV out of the front room, because if he comes home and it's still there, he's just gonna be so disappointed in us. Just derision is all he. Yes. Okay. DJ, what do you like to have for breakfast? You like to eat. You don't eat breakfast.
I don't eat. No, I don't normally eat breakfast, but I love breakfast. I will eat breakfast any time of the day. I love breakfast burritos. Sausage and egg.
From those nasty trucks.
Oh yes, and the hole in the wall joints where the roaches run across. Oh yeah, that's what I want. No, I do love breakfast burritos, but I mean, I love eggs, sausage. And I guess when I eat breakfast, what do we usually have? I usually have eggs, sausage, or bacon, either one. Potatoes, I can take or leave. But I like hominy. I like hominy.
Fried in butter.
Yeah, well, pepper. Yeah, pepper, fried in butter, pepper, garlic. I love hominy.
Not everybody might not know what hominy is.
And the best thing I can tell you is Google it. HOMINY, hominy.
It's like swollen corn.
It is swollen corn. And yeah, it is.
It a Nebraska thing?
No, because grits are made from hominy. It's hominy grits. That's a Southern thing.
Okay.
That's a Southern thing, and shrimp and grits and that type of thing. So grits and hominy are from the same source.
Did you grow up eating hominy?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we had it. Not a lot, but we had it. And I'm not talking like homemade or anything. It was canned, right. That you buy in the store, and that's what we have here. But, yeah. So, and one of my favorite perfect meals. I mean, I'm from Nebraska, so I do love my sweet corn. Go Big Red. Had to get that in there somewhere. Like a steak, a good ribeye steak, and corn on the cob. Yeah. I could live on that. Yeah.
So DJ's last question is, do you always have dessert for dinner?
No. We hardly ever have dessert. And it's just, I mean, I didn't really growing up either. Now, it's funny because I would stay with friends, and like some of my friends, dessert was a staple. Mm-hmm. And it might have been a scoop of ice cream. It might have been, 2 cookies on a plate. It could have been pie, whatever the case may be. There was always dessert after dinner. We really didn't have that growing up. I mean, we had, if you wanted ice cream after dinner, you could go get some, but it wasn't like a course for the meal. Some of my friends and growing up and visiting, they definitely did. And we don't typically have dessert there again. And I mean, well, typically, I mean, we try, you try better than I do to eat healthy, but you know, we just typically don't have a lot of that stuff in the house because, one, I don't need it, but no, we typically don't have a lot of dessert.
So what would I'm expanding on his question.
Okay.
What would your favorite dessert be?
Oh man. Gosh. I mean, I love angel food cake. Angel food cake with strawberries on top. I love that. Pecan pie, cherry pie.
Oatmeal raisin cookies.
Oatmeal raisin cookies.
Those are the top 3.
Yeah.
Peach pie?
Oh yeah, peach pie. With not a lot of clove in it. As you can tell, there's been history. But
Ben and Jerry's Heath Bar Crunch.
Oh yeah.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
The non-coffee one.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, DJ.
Yes, thank you.
Jason Brown.
Okay.
Who, for some reason, he touches my heart. Like there's a special spot in my heart for Jason.
Okay.
I don't know why. He always says hi. Whenever I'm online, he's always very complimentary and kind.
Not the only one.
No, not the only one, but
okay.
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough.
I think it might be his picture because it looks like he has an epic beard like you do. So okay. Jason wants to know how you stay motivated to be so active in the community.
There's no other. How do I stay motivated? Okay. Because what you guys do in the community motivates me to do what I do in the community. There's other channels, you know, obviously, I mean, you guys know Zach and I, you know, have become pretty close, and with his DSKFS and Jimmy Slash, when I started out, you know, Jimmy Slash gave me a big boost, and he has his PIV. Seeing you guys do for one another just motivates me to do that much more. It really does. And to be a part of that, and to be a part of that community, like I said, you know, missing that military camaraderie, the community has replaced that. And just knowing what we could do together as a community, and what we have several times, helping people out when they're in need and that type of thing. It's easy to do because you guys inspire me to do more. It's without a doubt.
Great question.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you,
Definitely.
Jason.
Yes, thank you, Jason.
So before we get to the last question,
okay,
I have one more question for you.
Okay.
And I think we kind of touched on it last weekend when we were with the Zacks.
Okay.
If you were to give advice to someone who was thinking about starting a channel.
Okay.
What has it been? 3.5 years?
A little over 3, yeah.
3?
Yeah.
What would you say? What would you say to Jody starting out 3.5 years ago? Somebody thinking.
That's easy because I've had plenty of people ask me. Be yourself. Don't worry about what anybody else says. And have fun. Those are the 3 biggest things I can say. You don't need a studio. You don't need a producer and millions of dollars worth of equipment. You need what my oldest son tell me, you need a phone, a light, and a tripod. That's all you need. And that is truly all you need to start on your journey. And trust me, that's about still all that I have because it's simple. But I just have fun. Just have fun.
Kind of like,
Be yourself.
yep. Show up.
Have fun.
Have a good attitude.
And don't listen to the haters.
The haters. Yep. Keep trying.
Yeah. And I mean, a fourth one, there's somebody out there that's done it before you, and there's somebody out there that's always willing to help.
Mhm.
Just ask. They'll tell you what you need to know. But those are the three big things. Have fun is the most important.
When I think so. One of the Zachs that we were talking to last weekend is find what you bring yourself, whatever it is that you have, bring that to the community, because that's what we're missing. We're missing you.
Yeah.
Bring what you have.
Yeah.
Because
you don't have to bring anything special.
Yep.
Bring you.
Mm-hmm.
Bring yourself. Because the community is overly welcoming.
Yeah.
And we help one another out because, and I've said this before, when one succeeds, we all succeed. And yeah, just bring you and your brand and have fun with it. That's definitely the advice I would give you.
Okay. Last question.
Okay.
That I just got today.
Okay.
Under the wire at the last minute.
Okay.
Late homework.
Okay.
From, I don't know.
What?
If you're my favorite, he's my favorite.
Whoa. Wait a minute.
You're both.
Oh, I know who you're talking about now. And that's like, oh, the number one fan, I'm guessing.
Yeah. So I am his number one fan.
Okay. Well, somebody might disagree with you, but anyway.
Zach of Zach Stuff wants to know, what day of Blade Show West is the grass skirt making an appearance?
Oh, you suck. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know.
Maybe
I don't know.
Live stream SKL.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, that's where it made its first appearance. Maybe that's where it should make a reappearance. You never know. So it'll probably come with me. And I'll probably need a couple beers. But I said it may.
No, it needs to go.
No. I know. Oh, you set me up. You set me up. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, my friend, that is all the questions that I have.
Okay.
I want to thank
you, Zach.
Your subscribers for all your support of my crazy idea.
Yes, definitely.
I was overwhelmed by the number of people who responded and wanted to share their gratitude with the impact that you've had on their lives.
Completely agree. I will tell you that I'm humbled, honored, and I deeply thank you for all the kind words that you guys sent and said, and I can't thank you enough, and I can't thank everybody enough that watches the channel and joins the live streams. I've said it 100 times and I'll say it 100 more. The live streams are by far the funnest part of doing the channel because I get to talk to you guys, semi-live, real time. And I mean, we got SKL tonight. And I look forward to that every week. I really do. And I look forward to joining other people's lives too, because it's an opportunity to talk to you guys and to, join the community and stuff. And I will say one thing, since we're talking about live streams, and it kind of goes back to, it kind of folds in with one of the other questions, guys. The live streams, man, they can get, when you guys are talking, stuff goes by quick. And I'll tell you, I do my best to keep up, and I know I miss some comments. It's a fact of life. I do. Please don't read anything into that at all. It's just I miss it. You know, I don't intentionally do it. I don't, you know, I don't want anybody to feel bad, you know, but if I miss a comment, it's just that if I didn't answer a question, it's just because I didn't see it, really. And I know, like, one of the hardest things to do is we always do the pocket checks. You know, I do one, Zach does one.
I totally forgot to do it.
Well, you can do one if you want. I'm trying to read them, and whatever happens on the laptop, it sometimes skips, and I have to scroll back and read through because y'all are listening and you're having conversations too. So there's a lot of stuff going on. So I have to make sure I'm catching everything. And if I scroll just like a millimeter too far, it automatically goes back to the bottom of the chat. So then I have to scroll back and figure out where I was. So if I miss them, please, it's nothing. Tell me again, and I will try to get it in. You know, I hate saying this, but if you have something that you really, really want to tell me, I'm not recommending this, but it's an option. The super chats are always there. You know, I'm not recommending you do that. I would much rather it happen natural. But if you have something that you really want me to see or really want me to know, and I think you can do one for like 99 cents. I'm not recommending you do that. But if you have something, that is a guaranteed way I will see it. Because I mean, it comes up, it's colorful, it's, you know, it's like, yeah, it's, you know, I'd much rather see it natural and not. And I've had people message me on my phone trying to tell stuff. Yeah, guys, when I'm in the middle of a live stream, I forget my phone exists sometimes.
There's just a lot going on.
Yeah, and it just I catch it. I catch, you know, messages every once in a while, you know, and I try to be better at that as well. The thing you have to understand is there's one of me and sometimes 80, 90 of you guys, and that's a lot of comments. So just please, you know, don't take it for anything other than I just missed it. And it's nothing I do intentionally. It just happens. And I'm sorry that it does, but it does. I'm not perfect. I'm a long ways from perfect, guys. So just bear with me. Bear with me on that.
Well,
So
all right. Well, Emperor, how do we wrap up a channel chat? Thanks for joining us.
there will be
on Saturdays.
it will be another SKL at nighttime, normal time, 10 p.m. Pacific time. Don't forget about that. Please, guys, come have fun. That's what we're there for. It's always a blast. I love it. I have fun with you guys. And I usually give something away at the end. So, I mean,
stuff away.
Oh, yeah. Do I give?
No,
I never.
I am keeping this shirt.
I never give anything away. Yes. I usually give something away. So you know what? If you come, watch, please interact. If that's not your thing, that's fine. But hey, I give something away at the end. So please interact in, because hey, you never know what you might win.
All right. Should we go get some dinner?
Okay. Food?
Yeah.
Not Appalachian feast?
No, not tonight.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you guys so very much for all the support that you gave her in her channel chat takeover. It was very cool of you. Again, thank you for all the amazing comments. Like I said, I'm keeping those to myself. Those are for me. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys for all your questions. That was really, really cool. Guys, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Till next time. I'll see you later, guys. Bye-bye.